Let's start off by basically doing a repository update. So stockapp is actually sitting as a Google Code project, and I have configured the Eclipse plugin called as Subversion to talk to it. So the first thing you need to do is, once we have the SVN plugin configured, just do an update to head. So when you do an update to head, what it does is it talks to the Subversion repository and makes sure that it gets all the information it needs and it updates your project. That's the first step. The second step is making sure that you have all the appropriate libraries associated with this project. To do that, you have to right click on the stock app and then click on properties, and you're going to end up with a dialog box like this, and you have to click on Java build path. There are 4 options here. Let's check each of them one after the other. The source is actually my stockapp/source, which is where your Java classes and your property files sit. And the main thing to note here is this: the output folder has to be web content webinf classes. Now if this happens to point to build/classes, you need to change it. To change it, you have to click on the browse button, and it could point somewhere else. Just make sure that it comes under web content webinf, and if there is no classes directory, you will have to use this button to create a classes directory. So you create new folder and then type in classes there, and then once it does, make sure you pick classes and then hit OK. Okay, so I'm going to cancel out of this. So basically our default output folder sits this way. Projects, we don't have any associated projects for this one. You could actually associate other projects to make them as dependencies. Third thing is the libraries. Now we have 3 things here. Now these 3 things are: number 1, the servlet container; number 2, the Java runtime; number 3, the web app libraries. In case you don't have any of them here, this is the way to add. Just say add library, and first one was the Tomcat container, which is basically the server runtime. So if you choose that, you're going to go through other dialog boxes that will help you set up the Tomcat container. The second thing was the JRE system library, and there you would select JDK 6 or whatever. And the third thing is the web app libraries. And when you click the web app libraries and hit next, your project should pop up here, and just pick up that and then click finish. So in our case, we already have all 3 associated. Cancel out of this.